welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you a set of figures, and it is
Captain Marvel versus Dr. Doom.
Yes. So this is one of the 2-packs that they have out for the Marvel Legends series.
Yes.
And
so it is the Avengers 60 Years of Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I don't know why they don't have the heroes.
So these are comic book versions of these characters. And really cool how they have the comic book kind of like behind them on the artwork on the front. These are by Hasbro. So let's take a look at the box. Ta-da! There they are. There she is, and there he is at the top.
Oops.
And then the back. Look at that! Woo!
Yeah. So they actually, this is the plastic-free packaging. So of course you don't get to actually see the figures. So they put more pictures of the figures themselves, so you can get an idea of what they're going to look like.
And you can see that you're going to get an extra set of hands with her, extra set of hands with him, and actually looks like three different facial sculpts, if you say that, like two different gray one with a hood, one without.
Yeah, so this
we'll have to see how that
masks
goes.
And then unmasked, and I think this is like so he can like take off.
Oh, okay,
I
see. All right, let's go ahead and get these 2 figures out of this box and give you a much closer look. We'll be right back. Okay, so here's
Captain Marvel and Dr. Doom.
So let's go ahead with ladies first. We'll check out her hand sculpts that she comes with. So it looks like she has a fist with the right hand that's on her and a fist left hand here. And then a more, I think those match up. I think
they're matching sets.
Yeah. So there you have it. Ta-da! She's like, look at my manicure. Or maybe she's saying, look at here. Look, I'll reach out my hand and save you. Anyway, that's a very interesting hand sculpt. Okay, now let's take a look at the figure. So here's
Monica Rambeau.
And that's really cool. She's got her mask on. She has really neat, the very cool textured hair that they gave her. It's got great volume. She's got like the star in the center of her costume there. And then she's got like almost like wing-like things on the forearm and the back of her bicep on both, which kind of has a really cool wing-like, like I said, effect.
Yeah.
For her. And then she has black pants or leggings or whatever you want to call it. And then her boots, I don't know why, but she can run really well in heels.
She can fly, so she didn't have to worry about
there you go. And she's got the fold-over boots, kind of like a really pronounced pirate look, but a really, really big cuff on her boots, which makes it unique. And yeah, I really like her hair.
With the new movie, how they address the whole, like, I'm Captain Marvel. No, I'm Captain Marvel. Like,
yes, because that's not who I know her as. But it's very cool to see her in this outfit and see maybe if they'll use some of the aspects from this in the movie.
Yeah.
Who knows? All right, so go ahead and show off her articulation.
All right, so she's gonna have articulation at the neck, so she can look side to side. If you look, you can see the actual extra point, so that will allow her to look down. She can look up. Well, she can look up slightly, but the hair sculpt is obviously going to keep her from looking up too much. She has articulation at the shoulders, and it will extend as well as rotating. She has the single elbow joint. It's interesting the way they did. If I can get that other one out of the way. The way they did these so that it's still like sort of like a complete piece, but it allows her to bend her elbow, and it will rotate as well as extending. She has articulation at the wrist, and it will twist as well as bending. She has one point in the torso, like at the mid-torso, and it will allow her to twist from side to side as well as forwards and backwards, so she can get good flying and twisting poses. She has articulation at the hips, the upper thigh swivel, the double knees, and the ankle. And the ankle will pivot and roll. to help her balance and stay flat-footed. So, very cool.
Alright, and next we'll have a look at
Dr. Doom.
So
this
here's
is an interesting version of Dr. Doom because he can actually remove his mask.
Yes. So here's his hands. These are both closed-fisted hands. And the other set is on him. They're open. Let's take a look. Here's the
the more familiar look to
there you go.
Dr. Doom with the
hood.
mask and hood.
And you can see the eyes through there. That's really cool. I like how they got all the... I'm hoping the camera can pick it up because his eyes... Yeah, you can see the little eyes through those square holes. And then you see all the little rivets in the mask. Because he's one of the ones that has a really cool mask, I think. Alright, let's take a look at Dr. Doom without the mask. Yeah, he's holding it. So here's the one he's holding as if he's taking it off, which is awesome. And it would be interesting to see, does it fit? Does he actually fit over his face? Let's see. He's like, for the full face reveal. So it does kind of fit over it. That's kind of cool. And then, like you can see, John had it cupped in his hand there. Let's take a look.
That's actually the pose, actually, and I'm assuming that this is where this is coming from because that's the only time I know of that he has ever had his mask off was one of the, I think it was Secret Wars number 10. There's a picture of him without his mask on. He has his mask in his hand. So I'm assuming this is where this figure is coming from, is from after Secret Wars.
Alright, you know more than I do, so yeah, it probably is. We were discussing, he has a really cool metallic sheen to the green part of his costume, or, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
His armor. And it's got like the black lines in there really stand out, but usually I think of him as more, you see how his hood is like this, but the metallic sheen really gives it a neat look. Here's his hood down, or like pulled back. I'm glad they include that because that's really neat. And then of course the silver, which is more of a what do you call that, like a graphite silver or something like that. Not a super, I mean, it's shiny, but it's more of a darker gray kind of silver, or gray. It's more gray than silver, should I say. But look at that. Really cool, like robotic look to his fingers, his wrist, and everything. And then he has this special thing around his thigh. He also has some boots. And then his cuffs kind of go up. It's kind of like they're folded up. He's got all the different sections in his boots.
Reminds me of like Iron Man's boots.
Yeah, that's true. And then this arm, which would be basically the same. You can see that the metal goes all the way up to his face, like even, his neck is covered as well. Alright, I think he looks pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and let you show off his articulation. Seems pretty smooth.
Alright, so let's see. Let's compare it to Captain Marvel. So he's going to have articulation at the neck as well, and you can obviously see that extra point. So he should be able to look down, and since he has a different head sculpt, he can look up as well. He has the articulation at the shoulders, and it will extend as well as rotating. He has the bicep swivel, the double elbows, and the dual wrists, so they will rotate and bend. He's actually going to have 2 points in the torso, one at the waist, and then the ab crunch in like the mid waist, which is really great. That always makes for great posing ability. He has articulation at the hips, the upper thigh, the double knees. He has the top of the boot or mid-calf articulation, and then also the ankles, and they will pivot and roll, and they have great range of motion. It can almost go, well, it pretty much will go all the way up and then pretty twisted. So awesome to be able to add these two new figures to our Marvel Legends collection.
Alright, so there's one last look at
Captain Marvel and Doctor Doom.
So thank you so much for watching. As always, come back and see us, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.